Alright, I just want to put my side of the story. It's a little bit about forgiveness. Forgiveness is to help you to heal from hurt. Forgiveness is not permission for somebody to behave in the same hurtful way again. I have been able to use forgiveness to help to heal myself and to protect myself. So, when my partner cheated on me 2 years ago, I was deeply hurt. I didn't feel good about myself. I was losing sleep and feeling pain in my stomach every day. He told me that he would not end the affair, that he will continue to see another woman if he chooses to see. He continued the affair from mid-November to July of 2018. I remember one day when I woke early, my mind told me, Loren, you are killing yourself. I had all those negative emotions that cause a person stress and anxiety and disease. I was traumatised, hurt, feeling betrayed, unhappy, inadequate, lonely, sad, trapped, shocked, a sense of loss and grief, and angry and disrespected. I decided that I had to heal and help myself. I had to forgive him and also forgive the other woman. It helped me to feel better for me. I didn't have to tell them directly that I forgave them, but I repeated the words as a mantra or an affirmation. Something like this. Paul, I forgive you for your infidelity. Paul, I forgive you for your harsh words. Paul, I forgive you for your angry outbursts. Every night while I was drifting into sleep, I repeated those phrases. To forgive the other woman, I wrote her a letter, which started off with her name, and I just put my feelings into a letter and I put it in the drawer and forgot about the other woman. Only then did I feel stronger and the pain started to subside. I also vowed to myself that if he did anything like this to me again, that it would be the end of our relationship. So now, August 2020, my partner dropped a bombshell on me at the end of August. And now he refers to me as collateral damage, unfortunately. So yes, my partner of 11 years has just confessed his love for another woman from 40 years in his past. A woman he reconnected with in June or July. A woman he lived with briefly when he was in his 20s. A relationship that ended badly, so he told me. Someone who from the end of August he had decided he wants to be with for the rest of his life. The person I overheard him talking with when I returned from my art class on July the 3rd. He had not heard me arriving home when he was telling this person Loren is insecure, and then explaining about how he had arranged his Spanish and UK wills, telling this person that he had made his wills to leave me the Spanish property and to leave his sons the UK property. The situation is made all the more complex and actually weird because as an observer to the circumstances, I would say that my ex has had some sort of breakdown or even a psychotic episode. He was in the UK from the 18th of July to the 25th of August. He had a removal van that was arriving on the 27th of July. He has packed some of our belongings to have them transported to a Spanish home. Before flying back to me, he told me that he was going to see a therapist, that he thought the therapist could help him with pain management for his old back injury and his arthritis in his shoulder. This certified master practitioner of NLP, neuro-linguistic program, timeline therapy and hypnosis, and a certified NLP master coach, was booked in for the 22nd and the 23rd of August. Unbeknown to me, my ex had been referred to the practitioner by the old flame from 40 years ago. She had also been advising him on a new system of spray vitamin supplements to take. I now discovered that he actually met with this old ex-girlfriend on the 21st of August, the day before he was about to undergo timeline therapy. He spent 2 6-hour sessions with the practitioner over that weekend, telling me he had stayed in a hotel, which now I do not know if that was true or not. Anyway, he returned to York on the Monday the 24th and flew out to be with me on the 25th of August. After explaining to me how he was a new man and that he could not feel pain in his back and that he felt great and that he had no fears, he talked for hours about the therapy. He then went on to tell me how I could benefit from the same therapy. He wanted to fly us both back to the UK in September, hire a car, book a hotel, so that I could experience the same transformation, so that I could have the success in business that I craved or wanted. Now, I found this completely weird and very odd. I was thinking to myself, why? Why would I want to do this therapy? I was quite happy and content. I just wanted the two of us to be together and live a happy retirement. However, just 2 days after arriving on the evening of the 27th, he made his confession to me. It went something like this. Let's have a drink and sit down in the comfy chairs on the porch. Then he says, I've got something to tell you. I'm now thinking, oh, here we go, what now? Then he said, I'm in love with another woman and we can't have sex anymore. He refers to some of my comments from that morning when I hugged him before I went to my art class, and I said to him, if you're a new man, then perhaps we can start making love again. He tells me he still loves me and wants us to be friends. So now he has hurt me again. I could not believe what he was saying. Yes, I was angry at first, but this was short-lived. Yes, I shouted and swore, but not at him, not in his presence. I went into my bedroom and shouted and banged my fist into the wall. I said, you bastard, I said, you fucking bastard. And I repeated that 3 times. Neither of us got much sleep that evening. We were talking, or I was talking, and he was listening until 5 a.m. that morning. This time I told him it was finished. It is over. And I told him directly that evening that I forgave him the last time, and this time I forgave him because I do not want to hold on to feelings of hurt. I'm disappointed and sad that he has ended a relationship in this way. When I went to bed, he came into the bedroom with me. He stayed with me, he held me, and he fell asleep. I just drifted in and out of sleep. That was the last time we shared a bed together. Within 2 days of him confessing his love for another woman, he was offering me a financial settlement. He seemed to be on a mission to get clear of everything very quickly. The financial settlement I received started with how sorry he was that our relationship is ending and it was bound to cause distress. Well, you could have said that again. He was doing his best to be kind to me, and he knew I'd got a lot to process. But he wanted to outline a financial proposal so that I would have some figures to consider. And he wanted to recognise all of the support that he'd given me, that I'd given him, and all the hard work that we'd put in our life together. And he wanted to be as generous as he could to help me, leaving me with enough to move forward, leaving him with enough to move forward. And this is what he was proposing. When you move out of Las Cenas, I will gift you £35,000 so you can choose to pay off your mortgage on your Sunderland property, providing you with a regular rental income. Then he said he would help to buy a house in Spain that I could also own outright by gifting €75,000. He said he would pay for removal and legal fees. He even tells me that there's plenty of houses in the area for €60,000 to €80,000, and it can take as little as 6 weeks to complete. Everything is so rushed. But if you want to move out straight away, I'm willing to help you rent somewhere, and you can find and move into a new house. And if you'd like to take any furniture from Las Cenas, then please feel free to do so. So 2 days after delivering a confession, he's even offering to rent somewhere when we already have a house here that he pays the bills on. So that was Paul's first proposal, even offering that to provide greater security, could take this proposal to a notary on Monday and have it signed so that I've got a legally binding document. That was short-lived. I was shocked and dazed by his actions, and it was only 6 days since he had been through the therapy session. And now he was arranging to sell our home, the house I've lived in for 5 years. He then went on to arrange to put his UK house on the market, currently advertised for $460,000. I made contact with the NLP practitioner that morning. I sent an email asking her what went wrong. From my observations, he was supposed to be getting help with his health. Now he was causing stress, the both of us a whole load of stress. Using metaphors to explain the situation and the feelings, I told him I feel like he just threw a whole load of box of dominoes up into the air, and neither of us know when they will land, as they are now suspended in the air, and neither of us know what damage will occur when they finally fall to the ground. To be continued.